FM News Talk 97.1. On demand audio.
Rural America, being that it's a state leadership role, and being the sensitivity with 501c3 status, this conversation never happened. So then how do we get the list from... I still don't think that we could get a list from Enroll America because of the 501c3 status. How do you suppose we get around that? I will talk to one person that I think might be open to having this conversation behind closed doors. The person that I'm telling you, that I'm referring to is like me in a leadership position. And so he could export the list if he wanted to. Well, yeah, I mean, if we can do it, we're going to get the list. I know him well enough to feel like if we had a few beers, that this would not be the craziest conversation he's ever heard. Rule number 17 is, and I quote you, is do whatever it takes.
Do whatever it takes. That's the individual, Christopher Tarango, who's been captured on video, James O'Keefe Project Veritas's latest release, discussing how they're essentially supposed to work as a 501c3, nonpartisan. They don't work on political issues, and they're supposed to be signing people up or helping to, quote unquote, navigate people through the complexity of signing up for a only 40% ready, completely just FUBAR website. But they're also selling private data, individuals' private data to progressive groups so that they can work to get out the vote on behalf of Democrats and other like-minded people. Joining us right now with Project Veritas is James O'Keefe. James, good afternoon to you.
Hey, Dane, it's great to be with you today.
It's good to have you as always, and I just saw that you tweeted a little bit ago that you are still, it hasn't yet been confirmed whether or not Christopher Tarango, the guy who's in this video, who was pretty high up in OFA, he's the communications director for Enroll America. You still are trying to find out if he's with Enroll America because it doesn't look like as though they were eager to shed him after this video came out.
That's right, Dana. The two phone numbers we have actually for Enroll America, we have press lines. I don't know, would it be appropriate for me to say those numbers over the phone here because we're trying to get through to Enroll America to determine if this guy is still working there, and he has not confirmed whether he's still working there. So we're trying to get through to Enroll America, both the D.C. hotline and the state hotline. And I would absolutely love it if your listeners would be willing to help us out in that department.
Would love to crowdsource that effort. What are those numbers, James?
Okay, so the D.C. press line for Enroll America, that's the line that's the national line for Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
That's 202 601 2501. That's 202-601-2501. That's the national D.C. number. And then we have a press secretary for Enroll America. This is the National Communications Press Secretary. And that number is 202-650-7948. That's 202-650-79. I'm sorry, 7985. 202-650-7985. So this guy, Chris Tarango, is on tape agreeing to give out data, conspiring to work, to get paid, to give out people's private information to help a political action committee. That's against the law. It's a violation of 501c3 rules. And, we want to know what Enroll America thinks about this. Remember, Enroll America gets a lot of their money from Kathleen Sebelius fundraising, and she's under investigation with the feds because, there's a sort of tenuous relationship there about whether she can do that. So we've got a lot of questions, and it's going to be very interesting over the next couple hours to see what happens to Mr. Chris Tarango.
Absolutely, and it will be very interesting to see if anything, if HHS says anything about this. Now, this private data that what would this include? Some of the private information that they were just so brazenly talking about on camera, as you folks can see at ProjectVeritas.com. What kind of info are they looking to sell on people?
They were looking to sell information about. This is about people interested in signing up for Obamacare. They fill out these forms with their names and addresses and other data about maybe what insurance they're interested in, and you cannot give that private data. But Enroll America is the organization that is working with the navigators. They send out the navigators to reach out, to outreach to people interested in signing up. It's data regarding who will be enrolling in Obamacare. And that list, as Chris in the videotape so carefully says, he says, this is private information. I need to get around the 501c3 status because it's so illegal to transfer that information to a PAC or a C4. That's not the way it's supposed to happen. But what we uncovered was that these PACs, these C3s, they're all working together. And they're all, in his words, they're all Obama people. And that's highly unethical, it's immoral, and it's also illegal.
Would some of this information included in it, would any of it, if it were shared, because, with HIPAA laws, there's certain things that obviously that you can't share, and we already know that the website, because of security breaches, is violating HIPAA law with a lot of the information that it's allowing just sort of anybody to access. Would any of the information that is collected by Enroll America fall under that classification?
That's something that I am not qualified to even answer because I'm not familiar with HIPAA law, but I do have some phone calls into some lawyers to try to determine exactly not only like you should point out the political action committee rules, but also the medical data rules here. This is sort of new terrain, uncharted waters here because Obamacare is uncharted. It's a brand new program, and what's remarkable to me is just how. The fact that the federal government is implementing a program that is literally trying to help turn Texas into a blue state, it just strikes me as immoral on its face.
Yeah, absolutely. And these are people, they call them navigators. It's the Enroll America is operating under the guise of helping people get through the complexity of signing up and getting prepared for an exchange that's completely not ready. But yet, this is, does some of it feel a little bit like deja vu to you? Because you went through this a few years ago, and we talked about this the last time you were on with Acorn. The similarities to me are absolutely striking.
That's right. This is sort of like Acorn part duh. It's like everything, and even down to the quotes from the employees, like, just lie, just lie. Clearly they know that they're engaged in an illegal and immoral behavior when they use the word lie. The Acorn employee, as I pointed out last time I was on your show, said 4 years ago in Baltimore, she said, if you're making money on a cash business, you should not be letting people know that. And in this case, the navigator had said to us, that didn't happen. It never even happened. Never report your income. So what we're seeing here is a rotten culture of, to borrow Michelle Malkin's phrase, culture of corruption. Mm-hmm. And we are catching it on tape. It is irrefutable. In fact, Dana, I've done something I've never done before. I actually put the raw video in the same YouTube video. It might turn people off. They see the video is 2 hours long, but it's actually 14 minutes long, and then I jump to 90 minutes of unedited tape. So if they want to sit through that and watch every little moment they can.
Right, absolutely. And folks, you can go to Project Veritas's website, projectveritas.com, and watch that full video. You have it excerpted, so if people are looking for the choice quotes up there, the excerpts that everybody's talking about, you have those presented in the beginning in addition to the full raw footage. So what is next for this? Because where do these, this is a 501c3, they're supposed to be nonpartisan. If they were a Tea Party group, they would have already been targeted by Lois Lerner and her army of brown shirts over at the IRS. And so this is just, what's some of the reaction that you've heard thus far? I know it's a day into the second video, but what's some of the reaction that you've heard just thus far from this?
We have basically been lighting up the TV affiliates across the country. Two things. Number one, big picture, Project Veritas is delegitimizing the mainstream media. We are getting results on the state and national level. We are getting reactions from United States senators like Senator Cornyn and Senator Cruz have already reacted. The Attorney General of Texas has issued a statement. There's even word that the district attorney is thinking about doing something with a criminal indictment. All of these things are happening, and neither the New York Times nor the Washington Post have said a word about it. What that means is that you are starting to see that the media is not – they've abandoned the bias thing. Now they're literally engaging in news suppression on a massive scale. And you're actually getting local television to break these stories on the bottom and the top of the hour without the Associated Press even talking about it. And I think that's a good thing. A lot of people complain, the media is corrupt. I actually think it's great. You're delegitimizing. You're making them irrelevant. Now, specifically, the reaction to this one has been, we are trying to get a comment from Enroll America. Again, their number is 202-601-2501. We don't know whether this director is still employed. If he has been fired, if Chris Tarango has been fired today, then that will probably generate a firestorm of media coverage. So we're trying to get a reaction from him right now.
Absolutely, and folks will help any way that we can help James get some sort of remark or some sort of statement, something about this. 202-601-2501, and then the press secretary, the national press secretary for Enroll America, 202-650-7985. James O'Keefe, ProjectVeritas.com. Folks, go and support an organization that's doing the job that Ben Franklin would have liked to see. James, always a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
All right, take care.